What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in for the Phanime Bros podcast. We are back. It's been a little bit, solid minute since we had our last episode, which was stuck in the Quantumania. So we're back and ready to go. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening, going on in our personal life that we had to put a little bit of a pause on what we were doing. So right now we're back, ready to go. We got an awesome episode for you guys. It's been a little bit. A lot of stuff came out. A lot of movies came out. So figured might as well talk about it.
Give an update.
Yeah, I'm your host, Alfie, and with me is my brother,
Tony. Same brother, same mother.
Yeah, so what's going on, man? It's been a while.
I know, it feels like it's been a long time since we've had an episode come out. You're the one with the bigger news than me. You had a baby.
Yeah, I'm a papa.
Yeah,
finally.
Hey, welcome to that world.
Yeah, thank you. I had a little girl. She was born on May the 4th, so the 4th is with her. Really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was 6 pounds, 7 ounces, and, it's been about 3 weeks, and she's up to 8 pounds, 20 ounces. And she grew 2 inches, so she's a growing baby.
Oh, yeah. From when she was born, the pictures you sent to now, she looks like she's getting longer.
Yeah, everybody's telling me she's looking a lot like you now. So,
I
mean, now that I had trimmed down my beard, I could see it now.
Yeah, you can see the facial.
We're little twins. I mean, I got a double chin. She got a double chin. Kind of works out. But yeah, dude, it's exciting. It's a lot of work. The first week was the hardest I've ever had to deal with. Not from like a crying baby standpoint, but from the standpoint of just waking up, changing the diaper, feeding, going back to sleep every 15 minutes.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of information for the baby, and the stimulation of all the noise and everything. You probably, of her being in the womb, being out of the womb.
Oh yeah. Do you sleep when she sleeps, or do you still get that paranoia that like you got to make sure she's still breathing when she's asleep?
Yeah. That's
it's that part sucks because then like you're like not sleeping, and then when she's awake, you're like, well, I want to take a nap, and it's not happening.
Dude, I know. Like I think the second night she actually started sleeping longer hours. So, super long. It was like 3 hours at a time, 2 hours at a time. But I remember the second night I was laying there and I was like, oh, she's not making any noise. She's not saying anything. She's not cooing or anything. I was like, I would go up and like, okay, she's fine. Yeah. And then I'd just be up. And then as soon as I'm falling asleep. And then she'd wake up. I'll be like, damn it.
Yeah. That's exactly how it is. And it sucks. But, as they get older, it honestly doesn't get easier.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mine's at the point where she's developing the attitude. Like if she keeps talking to Kat and like Kat's not listening, I'm like, Aurora, mom's busy, and she'll look at me and be like, I'm talking to mom. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
you're all okay, little girl. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah.
Or like if in public, if I have to pick her up, like she'll be like, don't touch me, put me down. I'm like, oh my god, people are gonna think I'm like kidnapping you, like, funny. A little white baby getting picked up by a Mexican man, like they're gonna think I'm taking her.
You probably get like, is that your baby? You're like,
yeah. Do you want her?
Yeah,
but honestly, it gets cooler as they get older. She's developing her own personality, her likes and dislikes. But till this day, she hasn't watched Naruto in months. If you show her a picture or she hears the music, she knows exactly what it is.
That's great.
So she's an anime baby. So
it's funny. Jake sometimes like when I wear like a One Piece shirt or my Zoro sweater, he would be like, Luffy. And I'm like,
you'd be like, yes, my child.
It's been a while since he's watched it since I've watched it, but.
Yeah,
it is, but it's still pretty cool. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff that came out. I mean, there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about when it comes down to it is that basically my favorite movie that I saw recently was Evil Dead Rising.
It's on my queue. I have it on Vudu to set up to watch, but like with Aurora, it's hard to watch. But is it that good?
So obviously I love the original. The original is good, right? The original is cult classic. When it comes down to it is the then obviously Army of Darkness, then Evil Dead 2. Those are good also, you know what I mean? I think I probably would say Army of Darkness kind of sits a little bit more higher on the ranking for me, just because it's a little bit more funny. They put a little bit more money into it. It's a little bit more of a blockbuster. I am always going to love Army of Darkness.
Right.
But then they came out with a remake of not too long ago, I guess between 2010 2017 it came out.
Yeah.
I have to double check, but that came out, and that one was good too, but it felt like it was missing something.
Was
So
that
it
the
was
TV
good.
show, the Ash versus the Dead or something?
Oh no, Ash versus Evil Dead. No,
Yeah.
it's a TV show, but still love the show. The show.
Oh, okay.
So Army of Darkness, Ash versus Evil Dead, and then the first Evil Dead, and then Evil Dead 2, and then
Oh, okay.
I would put this Evil Dead Rising for the movie. I would probably put it like second, because
Really?
just because Army of Darkness is nostalgia for me. It has like a
Right.
lot of like, you know, that's where we would rank a little higher. But this Evil Dead was more. It was everything what I was hoping for
the original.
in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the Evil Dead that came out not too long ago, I thought that was a remake, but come to find out, it was actually it's canon. It's part of the series.
Okay.
And I was watching an interview. They're talking about that they have obviously San Raimi did the originals, right? He
Right.
did the originals, and then also obviously he had two other directors for these other two. They're canon. They're all different Necronomicon books.
But they're all in the same like universe.
Yeah. Well, the same universe, but if you watch Army of Darkness, there's a part where Ash goes and he finds the three Necronomicons. He's
Right.
looking at them. He's like trying to decide which one is. Each one of those is from is a different book from each one of these movies.
Mm-hmm.
So this Necronomicon is different from the Evil Dead in the first originals, and
Right.
then the second movie that came out between the 2010 and 2017 is a different book. So they're all connected. So they're all connected by the books. So
okay.
I'm hoping that there'd be some type of like next movie where they combine it all together, because Evil Dead ends with them. The book is still out there.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have to check it out, because honestly, besides Army of Darkness, I don't think I've seen any other Evil Dead movies.
yeah, you watch. I would say watch the original, because the original is just a cult classic.
Right.
It is super campy. The graphics are not as good, but they were good for the time, right?
Right.
I think you could watch it on maybe on Peacock. I think you'd be able to watch it on, if not
okay.
on Tubi. I know I watched it not too long ago, and then I went to go see the Evil Dead Rising, and dude, it was good.
Nice. I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah. Like I said, I have it queued up for the new one on Vudu to watch, but I haven't got a chance to watch it because I know it's like a scarier movie, and I know Aurora wouldn't watch it. And
yeah, don't watch it with kids. Dude, it had some really gruesome parts. Like,
really,
yeah, it was scary.
mm-hmm.
It was gruesome, and it kept you on your toes. Like the whole time when I was watching it, I was, I want to go see it with some friends, but when I was sitting there, and of course I had a couple drinks in me, because
right.
The movie theaters have drinks, and might as well drink and watch a movie, right?
Exactly.
So as I'm sitting there, I'm like thinking. So basically, the way it pans out, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but a certain character unleashes what's in the book.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, well, Ash did it in Ash and Evil Dead. If you watch that show, he releases the Deadites and the book, and so on and so forth.
Right.
But this one, the whole time when I was watching the movie, I was like talking to the screen. I hate to be that guy, but that's what it made me feel. Be like, oh, stupid! Like, don't do that. That's the way it made me feel.
Oh,
you know
okay.
what I mean?
Yeah,
So
like old school classic. Like, don't go in there.
Yeah, and it definitely is gory. So I would recommend don't watch it when Aurora's around, just because it's too scary.
So one movie that I got to bring up, I don't know if you've seen it yet, is John Wick 4.
No, I haven't seen it.
It finally came out on DVD and like digital download. So I watched it Thursday. It was my first day of like vacation, and I watched it, and I got to admit, it lives up to the hype. I don't want to ruin it for you, especially if you're going to watch it. Yeah. But it definitely, brings the same excitement as the first three. Like, I know, the plot, someone killed his dog and ruined his car, and he gets revenge. It's basically what this is. He's still moving on to kill everyone from the high table, which is like, the highest of the highest. But honestly, this movie was really good. I really would admit, for being a fourth movie, like Keanu Reeves, like knocked it out of the park.
It was one of those things where it's like every movie got shittier and shittier. It just got better. This one got better from the second and third one, right?
Yeah. The movie it didn't get shittier and shittier. It actually got better. I think, like watching like the special edition stuff, like Keanu Reeves, like the way he trained for this movie, he said that this movie, they focused more on like fighting and like more automobile stunts, which was really cool. Like, but honestly, John Wick in every movie has been badass. Like, and I don't want to ruin the end for you, so I'll have to let you watch it.
To be honest, I've only seen the first one.
What? You've only seen? Dude, you have to watch it. Okay, then I
And,
kind of like
and
go
the
into
first,
that. Uh-huh.
well, and the first one, it was clips. Like I never really got to sit down to fully watch like the movie.
Okay.
What it was is that I would happen to be doing something and then it would be playing on TV, or I'd start watching it and then I'd just get distracted.
Get sidetracked.
I know that I've seen when, like, I know his dog gets killed. I know that
Mm-hmm.
he fucking breaks open the floor and gets some like stuff out of the floor with
Right.
the. But and then I remember seeing the guy that killed the dog got slapped by the guy who was like, dude, by John Leguizamo.
But yeah,
He's like, dude, you know what you did? You just fucked with the wrong person, you know? And
exactly,
then
dude. And it just
then the dad calls and is just like, why are you slapping my son? And then he tells him, do you realize like who he fucked with? And then he's like, oh shit. And then that's kind of the biggest parts I remember. I remember the scene too when he goes to the club and he kills people in the bathhouse and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Kevin Nash is like the security guard in there. Yeah, but honestly, it gets really good and good, you know. And it sucks that this is the last John Wick movie. John Wick 4 is the last one.
Oh shit.
But I like, it's happy and sad. Like, it's happy that it happened, and like I'm glad they're not going to go forward with like a bunch of crazy movies like Fast and the Furious. Like, I'm a big car guy, but Fast and the Furious has gone on maybe 5 movies too long now.
Yeah, and it's funny. I saw this funny TikTok. I was going to send it to you. I was thinking about reposting it. He says, out of all the Fast and Furious movies, which one is the most quotable movie that everybody quotes?
The first one.
The first one. So he's like, so that's all that fucking matters. And then I heard that Jason Momoa is like the Joker of the Fast and the Furious.
Oh yeah, and that's what they're saying. This movie has been really. I haven't seen it, and I honestly don't
Oh.
plan to go and see it in theaters. But they said that Jason Momoa was really, really great in this movie.
It's surprising though, because because I'm just like, Jason Momoa. Okay, who else are they going to pull into this? And then I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know John Cena was in it. I know he's his brother.
Yeah, I was from the last one from Fast 9, like John Cena was the bad guy when they find out he's Vin Diesel's brother, which is like a whole nother.
So the whole thing's they bring a bad guy and then he becomes part of the team in the next movie.
Basically. And like they bring people back to life, like Han all of a sudden came back to life, like somehow, even though he blew up in his car, like he came back in the last movie, and it's just like, for real, it's like where are they getting?
Well, you know who it is? It's Vin Diesel's there, like, you know, it's a good idea. We should bring that person back to life.
Yeah, but honestly, I gotta admit though, it was a good movie, and you know, I heard Fast 10's good, but I'm gonna wait till that comes out on video.
Yeah, I don't know. I just love the original. I like Tokyo Drift. That's basically it.
Yeah, but that's basically it.
Because Tokyo Drift still had the taste of the first one because it was just different. Like, instead of street racing, it's street racing but drifting, which was still cool. I just feel like they should have just gone back to the roots. That's what everybody loved it for.
Exactly, instead of becoming superheroes, basically.
Yeah, flying off cliffs and in space and stuff like that. They're gonna fight dinosaurs next. They're gonna go back in time. Watch.
All right, there's one movie I have to bring up that came out before, during our hiatus that we have to talk about.
Yes,
Super Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah,
that movie is so nostalgic, so classic. And it was good. Honestly, they did a really good job with this movie. Like, not just for kids. Like, most kids, like my daughter, Aurora, sat through the whole thing in the theater. That was her first movie. Sat through the whole thing and liked it. I enjoyed it too. Like, it wasn't just, characters running around. It had a little bit of a story, but still, like, kept it enough, like, in tune with, like, Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. I saw it as well. I saw it the day it came out. I went to it was after work. I watched it in Mountain View at this nice movie theater. Mm-hmm. And the tickets were fucking expensive. The food was fucking expensive, but it was like supposed to be like a really nice theater. But I ended up drinking 2 Palomas before the movie started, and so I was a little buzzed watching.
Was it the theater that is like, it looks like it's like in a strip mall type of thing?
Yeah, it's like a block. Yeah,
that movie we saw. I don't know if you ever seen it, the Happy Time Murders.
Yeah.
Me and Kat saw it at that theater, and that theater was really nice.
Yeah, it was pretty nice, and I liked the movie too. The only thing I would think about when I was watching it was that I felt the pacing was too fast.
Yeah, they did kind of speed through it really quickly.
Yeah, and like Toad didn't really have that much to do in it. He was just kind of like, let's go, Mario, let's do this.
Just take them to Peach, and that was it.
Yeah, and he had that Mama Lona truck.
Dude, that was awesome. Favorite character though in that movie has to be Donkey Kong. Like the Kongs were so badass. Like
I like Donkey Kong, and I like Luigi a lot.
Yeah, I feel like they have a lot that they can do with this movie now, like branching into like a universe. Like I definitely would hope they would do a Luigi's Mansion. Like that would be perfect.
Yeah, that was. I think they kind of hinted at that with him going to like that old castle with like the dead Koopas. You know, I thought that was something that they hinted towards, and I was like, dude, this is dope. They should do that. But I thought they're gonna have more of it. But it was a good movie. I after watching it, I was like, I'll pay to see it again.
Oh yeah, and when it came out on digital download, like we bought it right away. Like, and then like now rewatching it, seeing all the little Easter eggs, the fact that Mike Tyson's punch up is like real in their universe, that's pretty cool. Like, you know, the ending where
Jumpman,
Jumpman, and then I don't know if you've seen the part where they're playing video games above Mario's his TV is a Star Fox ship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like, dude, like, I would really hope that Star Fox would be in this next line of movies that they want to bring out.
They should build up to a Super Smash universe.
Yes, that would be perfect. I know they're saying that Kirby might be the next movie.
Oh, shit. That'd be actually fucking dope.
Yeah, and you can definitely, they definitely can bring all those movies together in a Super Smash.
I would be really hyped for a Link and a Metroid Prime.
Oh, like a Zelda movie.
That'd be fucking cool.
And I was talking to Kat about Metroid Prime, and like they would just pick someone ridiculous like Brie Larson to play her. Yeah. Like that's just like quickly the first person they're gonna bring Brie Larson to bring Metroid.
Yeah. I think as long as they keep it as animation, I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, and that's what kind of like I was talking with Kat. Like if they do Super Smash Brothers, Pikachu is in it. Like, and they're doing Detective Pikachu. They can somehow like get sucked into a worm world where like he shows up in the Super Smash area. Like that would be cool. Like somehow bring that in, and like Sonic as well, because Sonic is in one of the Super Smash games as well.
That's dope. Yeah. I'm excited to see what else they're going to come up with.
Oh yeah, I feel like they have a lot that they can do, and big props to Jack Black as Bowser because he smashed it. Like my Aurora sings Peaches too. Now, it's amazing.
Yeah, right now that's what Jake's singing right now. Peaches.
Yeah, dude, and I'm not gonna be surprised if there's a bunch of like Mario characters for Halloween this year with kids.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. But that'd be cool though because it's just like that's like our childhood. This is their childhood now. Yeah, so that's what's up. Have you been watching the new Demon Slayer?
Of course, I didn't watch yesterday's. I don't know why I thought today was Sunday, so I was like, oh, I'll watch it tomorrow. Usually I watch it at work on my lunch because it's a half hour, so I can sit and watch the whole thing. But no, I haven't watched the new episode, but yeah, I've been keeping up, and it is phenomenal. I think it's way better than the what was it, the Art District that was last year?
The District.
Yeah, I just think it's way more like just action from the beginning.
Yeah, it was something that I was pretty stoked about because I'm reading the manga, so I'm already far ahead, and I'm pretty close to the ending. A lot of stuff's happening that leads up to the end, which like you start liking more, some of the Hashiras a little bit more and stuff like that. And I think that the animation for this season has been phenomenal.
It's been superb, honestly.
Yeah, the recent episode where Tanjiro's going and he's like tries to chop off all their heads, but then it doesn't go through. So I was like, dude, this is sick.
Yeah, dude. And then when they got all scared when he like kind of flashed with the red fire, they kind of seen that other character that honestly they haven't really talked about him very much yet, but it looks like he's a relative of Tanjiro.
Yeah,
which is I'm pretty excited to get further in that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that in the manga that I've read, they kind of really explained it, but I'm not gonna ruin it for you. But I think I missed it in this episode. Oh, that's right. They showed it last. I thought he had that sword that he found in the practice dummy, but I remember like what's his name is like still working on it, and the demon's like trying to slash in his back, trying to get him to like stop so he could pay attention to him. I was like, and then they showed his face. I was like, dude, all these guys who have masks are like have nice faces.
Yeah. See, and that was the one thing that was like weird because like they're in the sword making village, and like everybody has those masks on, so it's like to see them without it was just like kind of like the whole Inosuke thing, like when he takes his mask off.
Yeah, Inosuke's just a pretty boy. That's funny.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping that we see them soon because we haven't seen Inosuke and we haven't seen Senetsu since like they kind of talked about them in the beginning of the season, but I'm pretty sure they'll be coming in relatively soon.
Yeah, I know. It's like this is the first other than the first season. Oh yeah, they were showed them a lot in the first season, but I feel like this season they only got a little bit, and then they're kind of more for comedy more than anything.
Yeah.
And Zenitsu's out there crying, doing his missions, and Inosuke's just being Inosuke out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, the part where I'm at in the manga, it's getting pretty intense. So
nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like start reading ahead and catching up on that. I know they have it digital, and I feel like I can probably read it easier digital than actually with books.
Yeah, I pay for the Shonen app, for the Shonen Jump app, so I'm able
nice.
to read One Piece. I'm able to read My Hero. I'm able to read. There's another one that it's fucking dope. I know you would like it. So it's basically a world of wizards, but yeah,
I've seen that. I've seen that like people were talking about it. They're like manga, but it's like basically like Harry Potter version.
Yeah, and he's like the only one without magic, so he just is really fucking. So he like works out to be really fucking strong.
Yeah.
And I started reading the manga. I only have Funimation, but I think they're showing it only on Crunchyroll. But I don't want.
I thought those two
apps
were. I thought they were combining.
I guess they are, but they're still separate. I can't log into Crunchyroll as far as I know and like use my Funimation. But it's just because I'm used to Funimation already. So
right.
I just don't want to. I'm just too lazy to switch. But it's an anime. I just haven't watched it yet. I've seen clips about it on TikTok.
I'm going to have to check it out, because if you have Funimation, I can get Crunchyroll and just share it with you.
Oh, yeah, that'd be dope, because it looks pretty fucking cool. Not going to lie. But another thing that it's been really crazy is One Piece. I know you haven't caught up. It's fucking good.
I keep seeing like clips on TikTok and Facebook, and I'm like, dude, like I want to be like right at where you guys are, but I don't want to take the time to catch up on 1,000 episodes. Like I just want to be caught up, and so I can start watching. And I know if I start watching from like where you are, like I'm not gonna understand anything.
That's something special, because I got something for you. We're gonna see a clip, and I want to know what you feel about it. Right here for you, the latest episode. Well, it's the second latest episode, because they had the most one yesterday, being Saturday. But today, it's the one where Zoro versus King, and it's phenomenal. So let me go ahead. Yeah, dude, it's definitely something that I'm freaking stoked about. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this here. This animation's dope, dude.
This is a lot better looking than where I'm at in the anime.
So fucking intense.
It is, like, this is way better, like, quality, way better visuals now.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that is so good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that is intense. That is so good. The quality is good. I don't even have to know the storyline just to appreciate that fight scene.
Dude, it is freaking intense. And they didn't show it in that clip, but at the end, so they're basically falling off the island. They're flying off of it. And when they're flying off of it, he obviously cuts him, right? And so then they're both falling. Zoro uses his power to like slice the air and shoots himself back onto the island. And then when he lands, boom, he lands. It says Zoro vs. King, winner, Zoro. It's fucking dope. And then it ends with the Zoro cut.
Oh, nice.
It's fucking dope, dude. I don't know. I've been wanting to show you all week. I was like, fuck. Well, now it's time to see it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, honestly, that looks really good. Like,
well, and that was obviously the anime in the Wano arc is like the best it's ever been.
Right.
But they had special guests doing like the directing and the drawing for that episode.
Oh, nice.
Which has been fucking awesome. So
yeah, it looks amazing.
That looks good, and Sanji's episodes. So basically, Kaido has King and Queen. Those are his two like big main henchmen guys, right?
Right.
King is actually a Lunarian, and he's like a special species that thought died out, but he's like that's why he's all covered because he's hiding who his identity and who he is. And his other right hand is Queen, who Sanji fights, and that's another good one too, which I'll probably show it to you. But so King and Queen are the two like right hand men of Kaido, and Sanji's episode was really fucking good too. Like their animations were phenomenal. So
yeah, it looks like it's 100 times better than, like I said, where I'm at. I'm at like 300, like episode 300, which is still
you
like
got a long
in
way to
most
go.
manga, in most like animes, it's like, oh, dude, you're almost at the end. This one is like you're barely scratching the surface. Like,
yeah, you got a lot to catch up to, and Luffy's Gear 5 is going to be animated in I think next month or July, and it's hyping up to that.
Oh, nice.
So that episode with Zoro versus King, I guess, broke some records for the most viewing when it came out. So people are fucking stoked on it.
Yeah.
So I was really, really excited to show you because I was like, dude, it's going to look fucking good.
Oh, heck yeah, it was.
Yeah, I couldn't find one with the captions on it, so we could read. But basically, you know, you get the point. Zoro's just like, you know, I'm going to be, you know, the best swordsman, and Luffy's going to be king of the pirates. So screw you, you know. So it kicks his ass.
Yeah,
but it's been pretty fucking good.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's been amazing now.
Yes, you got to watch it. I was thinking about doing a reaction podcast for Fire Force and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm going to do that soon. It's just time that I don't really have. So I mean, it's been a pretty interesting, you know, I guess almost a month since our last episode.
Yeah, it's been almost a month already.
I was thinking we could do a movie again. I think that was really fun. Yeah. So I mean, a movie would be great. Well, I guess we'll come up with some ideas. I mean, maybe we'll post something on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and see people who give us suggestions of what movies to watch. I kind of have an idea of what I want to watch, but we'll leave it up to people to help out. If nobody does, then we'll figure it out ourselves.
Yeah. Let's make a poll of like 4 or 5 movies that we both want to see. Throw it up there and see what people want to see a reaction to.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I just want to give a shout out to a couple people out there. My friend Roy, you know Roy, the longtime friend of mine since high school. He has this podcast. It's like a horror podcast, and they do movies and stuff, horror movies, which is dope. I subscribe to them from our channel to theirs on their YouTube channel. So if anybody has a chance, check it out. I believe I reposted some of their stuff. I want to give a shout out to my daughter Isla.
Yeah. She's I love that little baby,
but I love her. I get to see her today, which is gonna be pretty cool. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, for me, honestly, just want to give a shout out to my D&D group. Honestly, they have been like my therapy when I get homesick or anything. Like playing D&D with these guys and girls, like, and it's been amazing. I gotta admit, like, I was super shy the first couple sessions, but now I'm like kind of getting into my own character and kind of working the voices a little bit. Like, it's getting awesome. So, yeah, honestly, I love D&D now. It's just become, you know, a fun hobby. And it's good. Honestly, it's going really good. Like, you know, I'm starting to get better equipment to it. Like with my monitor, I'm going to get a better monitor keyboard so I can play a little easier. Right now I'm playing with the laptop, my phone, and the tablet. So I kind of want to like cut it down to like one device. I can do it all. But honestly, It's been fun. It's a lot cheaper playing D&D than like being into cars. So
Yeah. I that's funny that you talk about like cars and being into the hobbies. I've been doing it for a while, but I've been collecting the One Piece card game.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And I got a binder now. It's fucking full and stuff. The only downside right now there's a hard time getting like the English copies. So right now a lot of the places I've been going to have only been selling the Japanese copies, which is still cool. I'm not collecting them to play. I'm collecting them to collect them, which is kind of what I got. I went to Legends at the mall, and because I know that they have them a lot, so I went there and they're like, "Oh, well, we have the Japanese version. You can't use them to play." I was like, "I'm not trying to play. I'm just trying to collect. I just want to collect. That's all I want to do." So then I could just look through my shit and collect. But another thing is too, I'm going to be sending some books to get graded soon. I have a Immortal Hulk that it's worth some money. I've never read it. It's always been in the plastic and
Oh, nice.
I'm looking to send it, and hopefully I get some money off of it when I decide I want to sell it later on in the future.
Yeah, what I've learned, a couple cool tricks is some comic book stores will help you with that to send off. You may have to pay the comic book store like a middleman fee, but they're more in depth on like getting the comic book there safely to get it graded and get it back to you. So I would check out your local comic book stores to see if anyone does that.
Yeah, shout out to Codwell's and Gilroy.
Oh yeah, Comics. Dude, I bought so many pops from them when I lived there.
Yeah, I like Codwell's. It's dope. I mean, I also like Space Cats in San Jose. That's because it was closer to my apartment when I was living in San Jose. I like Space Cats. They have some pretty cool guys there. Codwell's is cool too, because I chop it up with him. Last time I talked to him about a movie, he was like, "Yeah, nah, it's gonna suck."
Yeah, honestly, and he's been kind of right. The last couple ones have not been. Oh, I haven't seen Guardians yet, but I've seen, Quantum Mania wasn't, the most top tier Marvel movie that
Well, what I have to say though, it's good. It's fucking good. It definitely makes up for the shittiness of the last couple of movies.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
And it sucks that it's the last movie for one of the better directors for Marvel. Like,
yeah. Well, hey, we're gonna get a better DC.
So, that's what I'm hoping for, a better DC. I'm so excited for that.
The new Flash, tits.
I can't wait. I'm going to see that one. Me and Kat are going to see that the day it comes out. Like, Rora goes to daycare. We're both off on Fridays. We're definitely going to go see that movie. Like, nice early morning showing.
Hell yeah. Well, I could say the new Guardians made me cry a fuck ton. So be prepared to cry.
I've heard it's like start to finish makes you cry.
It fucking does. And I wasn't expecting it. And it was fresh off of, Isla being born. And I was just like, emotional, dude. But, yeah, dude, it's been great. I mean, hopefully we'll get it in next weekend to get another episode in. This is a quick little episode just to kind of catch everybody up. What I wanted to say, if people, you're out there, I know you're listening, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, to our us on Spotify, and then our TikTok. I'm always on TikTok reposting stuff, so it'd be great if you guys could get out there and give us a like or two, or even share with a buddy, share with a friend.
Yeah,
I know we all work out here, and if you listen to podcasts, you want to hear some guys bullshit about some random movies and comic books, then we're your guys. So
yeah, definitely.
We're working really hard to try to get things going. I know for myself, I've been trying to get lighting. I'm trying to get a new camera, so I don't have to use my phone anymore. And then better equipment. So it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Right now on Spotify, I can see how many people are subscribed, and I love you all. You guys are all great. Thank you for the continued support. And I'm looking to getting a subscription based, so we could do live stream. We could do some live
that would
episodes.
Be awesome. Like if we could do some live streams together, like maybe have some people send us out some questions during the live stream and we'll answer them. That'd be awesome.
And like I said, like on here now, we could stream to live stream on YouTube. We could live stream to Twitch. We could even do if people are up for it, do some type of private conversation, private showing. We could put a movie on. We could watch it, discuss it, you know what I mean, and get people talking to us and stuff like that, and be involved in it too for a Patreon, kind of keep it more personal. I've been kicking around ideas for merch. I know you have too, so it's just a matter of pulling the trigger. I want to give a shout out to my friend True Force out there. Adam, you're the best, dude. And check out his band, Decades In. Super dope. All right, everybody. You have a good one.
All right, take care.